Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. I hope that you are all good. In today's video, I'm going to be swatching some of my Kiki London colours. So these 7 colours I have here are from their Spring 2018 collection, but I thought I would swatch them, all of the colours I have, by their collections, if that makes sense, just because then I could do it in a couple of different videos, because I have so many Kiki London colours that it would take me a long time to pop them all in one video. So I do hope you find this video helpful and it just gives you an idea of what the colours look like. Obviously, colours can differ on different screens, and sometimes recording them when it comes to lighting and things like that, they can look slightly different. But yeah, I hope you all enjoy watching, and if you do, please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, pop a comment below and subscribe if you haven't already. So jumping into the video, this first colour here is called Baby Boy, and it is such a beautiful soft baby blue color. It's really pretty and definitely a must have for spring. Now, although all of these colors are part of the Spring 2018 collection, they are also available to purchase individually on the Kiki London website as well. So I will pop a link below to the website for you guys to check it out. Now, the second colour I have is a baby pink. This is such a pretty pink. I've had this one in my collection a while now, and I use this for quite a few designs because I also quite like it as a nude colour. So if I'm doing an ombre, like a baby boomer, or if I'm doing a pink and white French nail, I kind of reach for this one quite a lot because it's just a super pretty pink. So baby pink does describe it perfectly, and I feel as though on the camera it's picking up this colour very similar to what it looks like in real life as well. Now, when I work with gel polish, I like to work in really thin layers of colour. So I'll do one thin coat, cure for 30 seconds, and then do the second thin coat. Now, all of the colours I've done today, I've only done 2 coats. There are certain colours where you might find that you need a third coat of colour, but for the purpose of swatching, I only did 2 coats. And for the majority of my Kiki London colours, I find that 2 coats gives full opaque coverage anyway. So here I've applied that second coat of colour, and you can see it's such a pretty pink. So that one was a baby pink. Now, as I mentioned, this is the 2018 spring collection. So on my channel, I will also have the 2019 and 2020 spring collections coming up. I thought I would just do each collection as its own video. And also Kiki London do very soon have their new spring 2021 collection coming out, so do keep an eye on their website for that as well. Now, on to the third colour, we have Cool Mint. Now, this is a gorgeous green for spring. This is one that I reach for quite a lot when I'm doing nail art as well, because it's really good for doing any leaves or foliage in your designs. So it's definitely a colour that I get quite a lot of use out of, but I hadn't used it as a full nail colour until this point, and it is absolutely beautiful. And seeing as we are, or here in the UK, going back, salons are allowed to reopen hopefully from the 12th of April. These kind of colours are going to be so popular, and it does also work out cheaper if you purchase these from Kiki London as the collection price. But I also do have a discount code now for Kiki London, which I will leave in the description box below, and that currently gets you 10% off your order as well. So on to the fourth colour, we have Feeling Peachy. Now this one is such a gorgeous, it's kind of like a dark peach colour. It's really pretty. It did look quite sheer when I applied the first coat of colour, so I did think that this might be one that needed 3 coats. But once I did come in and apply that second coat of colour, it really popped, and it definitely only required 2 coats. Here you can kind of see I just had a little bit of hair stuck in the gel polish, so I wanted to get that out before I popped it into cure. Now, all of the Kiki London coloured gel polishes require a 30-second cure in an LED lamp, but if you are using a UV lamp, they require a 2-minute cure. I personally use the 96-watt deluxe LED lamp from Kiki London, and I find that that cures my colours in 30 seconds absolutely perfectly. So that was Feeling Peachy. I have to say this is one of my favourites in this collection. Please do comment below and let me know which colour was your favourite. I'm feeling having this one on my nails next, to be honest, because I'm just loving the peachy orangey shades at the moment. Now the next colour we have is Lilac Lover, and I've said it hundreds of times on my channel, I'm a huge purple fan. So when I opened and see this one, I was like, wow, what a gorgeous purple. Again, this is a colour I haven't had a chance to use. I only got this one the other day, so this was my first time doing anything with it, and it's just a gorgeous purple. It's a little bit darker than what a lot of spring purples look like. A lot of the time when you see spring collections, the colours are quite pastel and quite light, but I love that this one is a little bit darker, just because you could team it up with some lighter pastel colours, and then this one would give a really pop of colour in a set. So once I've applied and cured that first coat of colour, I'm coming in with the second coat. I apply the second coat ever so slightly thicker than the first coat and just kind of float it down the nail, and it gives off absolutely amazing coverage. So there we have a Lilac Lover. I will also, once I've got all of my colours swatched, try and do some comparison videos or comparison photos up on my Instagram, just so that way you can see how the different purples that Kiki London offer compare to one another. Now the sixth colour we have here is French White. Now if you've watched my channel, you'll see that I use this colour quite a lot for my nail art. It's my go-to white gel polish to use. Kiki London do offer a couple of different whites, but I've always loved and used this one. It's quite a bright white, but I find it fab for anything to do with nail art as well. I don't often use white as a full colour nail, to be honest, but if I'm doing a French tip or if I'm drawing on anything in my acrylic sets, this is the white that I will reach for all of the time. It just gives off such a gorgeous coverage once you have popped down that second coat of colour. Now whites can be a little tricky to work with. You want to make sure you keep your coats nice and thin and even, because white can be one of those colours that can wrinkle if you apply it too thick. So I do like to work with it on the thin side. And this is what a French White looks like with two coats and a top coat. I top coat off camera using the Kiki London top coat. I will also leave that linked in the description box below. I do absolutely love the Kiki London top coats. So the last colour in this collection is Bubblegum. And as you can see, it's a really gorgeous, rich pink colour. And I absolutely love this one. It has an ever so slight coral undertone to it. It's just a really, really beautiful colour. And one of the things I have to say about this one is it's so highly pigmented. You could definitely get away with just doing one coat of this particular colour. But like I said, for the purpose of my swatches, I always like to do two coats. So I do come in and apply a second coat, but I applied it super, super thin because you really didn't need it for the coverage. And again, for all of the swatches, I've applied the first coat, cured for 30 seconds, then come in and applied the second coat, cured that for 30 seconds and top coated. And this is what Bubblegum looks like. Definitely a must-have colour. I really hope you all enjoyed watching this video and it gave you a little insight to what the colours looked like. Do keep an eye on my channel because I will be swatching the rest of my Kiki London colours, so those videos will be coming up soon. And if you want to see more Kiki London videos, do head on over and check out the Kiki London YouTube channel as well. So thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all soon. Lots of love. Bye bye.